This is for the simples. Yeah. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. Yeah. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl sipping, then bring her on through. What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl sipping, then bring her on through, baby.
What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, then gon' come through. What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, come through.
Oh, this is for the simples. Yeah. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. Yeah. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation.
What's good, Super?
Really? You gonna take my star, my shine? Like that's what we doing? What's good? What's good, Simples? This is your boy Buddha, and over there to my right, left, somewhere out there in the internet is the lovely
baby.
And we're coming to you live with another rendition of
Sipping and Conversations.
All right, guys, check me out. We're going to have to get this rhythm, this frequency back on, because even though we're in two different spaces, I love you. And I miss you so much. So
I'm not crying. You crying.
So, baby, how was your day?
Well, it's going to be a rocky couple of weeks because I'm actually wearing triple hats. Filling in a space because I got a position to get filled. My job and my manager's job. Well, some of it. Thankfully, we've been doing pretty good. So, hoping to keep that rhythm going. And you know what I'm saying? So, it was a good day, honestly.
That's what's
How
up.
was your day, baby?
You know, it's a big an adjustment up in Black Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out a new life as far as work is concerned. You know, adjusting not being around the great one over there. It's really it's tough, but I know it's for the best for the both.
Yeah. So, hello, sippers out there, old and new. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are now tuned in to Sipping and Conversations with Buddha and Baby. So, what has happened recently is our lovely, I don't want to say love because he is my love. My love has relocated to Atlanta for job purposes. And it is a permanent relocation. So until he and I are side by side, we will be doing our show virtually. So fortunately, that's the beauty of technology. It does allow for us to do and have our platform virtually and keep it moving. Okay. So that's what's going on for everybody that's like, if you missed the last episode, you didn't get that formal announcement. So that's what's going on. Baby, what you sipping on?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm doing something a little different, you know, because I don't have I didn't go to the store and get any cream soda, but I have what they call a Hennessy and ginger ale. Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got you. I got some cream soda.
Oh, snap.
With some cinnamon in there.
I see you.
and whiskey.
Okay. You trying to tear me up, man. You know, you represent the boy pretty well. You know,
Good job.
even though I got a bone to pick with the social media.
Oh, well, before we get into your bone you picking, I want to go ahead and bring our special guest on so she can be a part of our intro shenanigans, and
Hmm.
she can kind of tell us um, how's her day and what she's sipping on before we get into getting into who she be. Yeah. All right. Very good. So with us tonight, we have this beautiful young lady. I'm going to bring her on so that she can tell you exactly who she is.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, girl? Come on, come with it. So, we put a post out a while back, asking about if there were any entrepreneurs, people that's out there with, various services and such that would like to come on and talk about their services and what they do. What can they, what they got for the people. And
Yep.
this lovely was like, I'm in. I want to get in there. I was like, say less. So tonight, if you didn't read her bio, she can give you the recap of her bio. So we have, I want to say it right, Tatiana,
Yes.
but we call you Tati.
Yep.
And she is also T Can Takeitdown.
Yes, I am.
So I just wanted everybody to see your lovely face by yourself.
Thank
Boom.
you.
How was your day?
My day was great. Just preparing for tonight. Super nervous, but I am
Girl,
excited.
you got this. This sipping the conversations. Kick back and relax.
Yeah, I'm
You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. So, what you sipping on? I seen that lovely glass. That thing was nice.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm just sipping on some beer right now. So just trying to ease on into it. But I got something in the stash whenever
Hey,
y'all.
there's nothing wrong with that. All right. So let's see what we got. We got a few viewers that's popping in. Hey, yes, it is. It really is yummy, and it's created by your boy, the
It's the
one and
Buddha
only
special.
Buddha. So hey to you. Hey there. How you doing, Sabrina? Good, good, good. What's good, fam? How you living? How you living? Peace and love. Yeah. So you all that's old coming in, y'all know what to do. Say what's up to the simples. You know what I'm saying? For our viewers that will watch this later on, thank you for tuning in. For all of our viewers that will catch this on the audio platforms, all of that information is available. We're streaming on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and everywhere. We are currently live on Facebook as well as on YouTube. We are on a mission to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube by July, and we need your help. Let's go. Run it up.
Well,
So, what's up, babe?
oh, first of all, I'd like to thank you for those who, placed them stars out there. They're much needed. That's number one. I seen that going on, and that's love. And number two, I got a real bone to pick with you guys on social media. So, so baby decides to, go have good times in Orlando without me, right? No problem. She looking extra fly. She's taking all the pictures. And then she decides to post one. And it says, if I cheat on Buddha, y'all telling? And every woman in unison, every woman in unison says they blind and they don't see nothing, they ain't saying nothing. I got a bone to pick with y'all.
They ain't even see the post.
They seen the, they ain't what they wrote on the post. They didn't see the post. So in my mind, if we supporting Black love, how you gonna let this happen to me? I thought we was friends.
To your favorite couple.
You know, I thought we was friends out here. Yeah, I got a problem with y'all.
You had some male support.
No, I didn't. Them dudes said, what dude say? Cut it out and cut me in.
That is not what they said. He said, cut it out or cut me in.
What's cut me in mean? That means he here to take my spot. Hello. They don't care. You right. You right. They don't care.
I don't know. I just put a post out for, content purposes.
Yeah, it was some content. Some real snipers out there. Pew pew.
Well, this one put out a few weeks ago talking about he feeling like getting freaky or something.
Wrong answer.
What did you say?
I said I felt like, I'm thinking about doing some hoeing.
Yeah.
What I need to know. Not that's what I need to know.
And it probably could have went viral if it wasn't posted in the group with that question. Because they was giving him all the tea. How to be a hoe.
You're right. But see, the smartness of me, I left it in that group. You, on the other hand, took it from the group and went live on your page with it.
I want to see everyone, because only a few people know me and don't know me as, I just wanted to, get that hypothetical question out there. You know what I'm saying? If you saw me cheating, for those that know I got a whole man, you telling or you minding your business? I'm
telling. I'm going to act like, I know Carl. Oh, man. I'm telling him. You going to be looking crazy and he going to think, he gonna tell your man.
So listen, Tati, if you take one for the team, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
If you saw me blatantly cheating, would you tell Buddha?
My honest answer, no.
No, wait, hold on. Let's get this on up because I need everybody to see that. No.
No.
That is not your business.
It's not my business. I don't involve myself in grown people business. You do you, sis. I'm over here in the corner like this. I'm looking, but I'm like this as well. I'm not saying nothing. It's all love.
I hear you guys. I get it.
It's a great day to be great. Sorry, y'all. We just had a little amount of bloop in my internet over here.
I hear you. But at the end of the day, like, listen, if I'm your friend, if I'm loyal to anyone, a baby, a Buddha, or whatever, I'm telling. Like, they could be mad at me all they want, but the truth is, they can't say I didn't stand up for the cause. That's what it is. A true friend is gonna have that tough conversation with the person who's doing wrong, and if they're a friend to the other person that is cheating, they're gonna have that conversation.
Understood.
Right? That's what a real friend's supposed to do. Regardless.
See, I think a lot of that too, babe, is that it is 2022, right?
Okay.
And the world has now become exposed to a variety of lifestyles that are people's preferences. So
absolutely.
If they don't know, they're not going to immediately assume it's not acceptable. They may assume they may not. I should say, assume it's not acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you're out publicly, blatantly cheating.
Yeah, but
exactly. And I will say this. With it being 2022, it is a lot. It is a whole lot of open relationships now. So if I don't know that that's what's going on between you and your spouse, then who am I to be putting that business out there? Whatever y'all discuss at home, that is between y'all. And when you outside, you outside. Obviously, it can't be that big of a deal if you're in public. We're not in a hotel room, a motel room. We're not behind closed doors. So you're out in public where the world can see you. So, I mean, do you, sis?
So, do you be great?
No, I'm not. You bring these scenarios up, and I get you. So if it is a situation where y'all are allowed to have that type of relationship, right? And a person comes to you with that type of information, you can go ahead and curb that and say, you know what, this is the type of relationship I'm in. I appreciate you coming to me, but we good. And that's an understandable conversation, but not saying something at all, not knowing, listen, we friends here. You know what I'm saying? Damn, now I'm mad at you because I could really say like, damn, she with the shits now? I thought we was cool. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta also think about the fact that historically, when people get involved in other people's business, it could lead to death. It could lead to they be mad for the moment, throw you under the bus. Now you done lost 2 friends.
Okay.
Because you was minding their business.
I mean, I hear you, but guess what? They can't say you ain't a stand-up person. At the end of the day, your integrity still reigns supreme, point blank. What matters the most? You know what I'm saying? You want a little chink in the armor?
that you possibly got somebody killed?
Well, hey man, listen. They were okay with cheating to get their ass killed. You know what I'm saying?
Story gonna be told.
I mean, it can be told either way. See, listen, when you a cheater out there, when you a cheater out there, because I was a cheater before in my life, right? You got to be willing to risk it all and understand you can win it all or lose it all. You see what I'm saying? You taking that risk as soon as you step out there. So, hey man, you better know your mate before you get out there. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. Trust and believe. So listen, we just been hitting y'all, just kicking the wheelie bobos. But we're definitely gonna get into our show tonight. And we're gonna get into having our interview with our lovely. But before we do, look, don't forget to hit us with those stars. Real talk, real life, real people. You know what time it is, okay? We are live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. We're going 12 weeks, at a time. That's what our seasons look like. And what else? I'm trying to make sure I get all the good stuff in and out of that before we take a little quick break, okay? And then we're going to come right on back. And once we come back, Tati, we're going to get straight into drilling you. No, just playing. No, it's not. It's nothing you can't answer. This is real cool. You know what you do? Run it. All right. That's all you got to do. So listen, ladies and gents, go ahead. It won't be long. So by the time you come back, we're going to already be back talking. But go ahead and replenish your, cups. Go take a little quick potty break. And
I miss my mason jar.
I'm sorry. You should have brought it with you.
I was moving so fast.
I got you though. We're gonna make sure you get you a mason jar for the next show, baby. All right. So we'll be right back. Hey, so take a listen to this, everyone.
To remember you in the next life and search every pair of eyes for your soul and protect my heart until I return it safely to you. If I told you that your love was holy ground, if I told you that I would fast for you, if I told you I would fast with you, would you choose me? But if I showed up empty-handed, broken-hearted, healing, disappointed, but still believing, looking for someone other than myself to believe in, if I was still in the rough draft phase of this masterpiece of a man I am becoming, would you still choose me? If there's love here, hold my hand. Knowing there are many ways to hold a hand, I want you to hold my hand with an awareness of the fact that holding hands once meant friendship, solidarity, protection, companionship, unity. An instant support system packaged in a simple gesture remind me that before we became sophisticated, mentally noisy and physically mute, we allowed our bodies to communicate with one another freely. Remind me that indigenously human beings lived in closely insulated, multi-generational communities in constant physical contact with one another. Remind me that we are souls, and the body is the original mobile device, wired with nerve endings, our skin serving as the dashboard through which we gather information about our environment. Show me that collective consciousness predates the internet. Because growing up, you would hear your name being said by a familiar voice. Friends and loved ones visited you in your dreams. People.
I know y'all wanted to hear all of that. The only way you can hear those type of things, y'all have to be attending the Vibrations Poetry Night that your girl be hosting every third Thursday here in the Orlando area. That's just one of the artists that was there, that was dropping it. And his name is Jamie Lee Lewis. And you can find him on all the platforms as Jamie Lee Lewis. Because I want to make sure I give him proper credit. That brother was fire. And y'all just heard a little short excerpt. And again, Vibrations Orlando is what you can go onto Instagram and find us. That way you can keep up with all of the events that's going to be upcoming. The next event that's scheduled for this month is May 19th. Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8 p.m. and that is Eastern time, obviously, for us here. We are accepting artists. You can do poetry, spoken words. You can sing. You got a talent. We want to have you. All right. So I just wanted to drop that little nugget in there because baby been doing this now since what, December? So that's what I got going on here for now. Okay. Very good. So as I said, we have a special guest. I want to get straight into it because I know she is eager to get this interview out the way and talk about what she do and how she do it. Oh, you do it. Hey, oh, they do. All right, get into it. So, how are you?
I am well.
All right. Now, I was just trying to break you in.
Yeah.
So tell our sippers about yourself. Tell the people who you are, what services you have.
Okay, well,
for starters.
For everybody that don't know, I am Tati. So I'm originally from Chicago. I relocated here about 6 years ago. So had to get out of that snow, had to get out of all that other stuff. So the weather here is great. It's been a wonderful change. So my business, T Can Takeitdown, is basically a hair takedown service. I take down braids, I take down false locks, I clean and wash wigs, I restore them. I'm like the middleman. So you get your hair done, and now it's time to get it done again. But you're not trying to sit there for hours or days taking down them small braids. You're not trying to cut a lock of your hair out, trying to take out them false locks. So call me, Tati. I got you.
Child, where you was at when I had all the hair and didn't want to, so it's like, you know what? Keep it simple. Keep it neat. Keep it simple. Okay. So Chi-Town. All right. Born and raised.
I was raised there. I was born in Denver, Colorado.
Wow.
Yes.
All the way on the other side.
Yeah.
They got black people there.
Yeah.
Shut up, Buddha. It ain't a lot, or is it a lot?
It is a lot, surprisingly.
Are they military based or just?
At least like my family and the ones that I know, no, they're not. They just live there. I don't know why. They just do.
and I know it was never strange that you were somewhere that it wasn't a lot, but it was a lot. So then you transition from Denver over to Chicago. There's obviously more. And so was there a difference in culture?
Well, when I moved, I was younger, like a lot.
Okay.
But when I went back to visit, I did see the difference in culture, seeing the difference in the weather. I just seen the difference in just everyday life, you know. Definitely the difference from Denver to Chicago, you know, especially with like the crime rate and everything. But I mean, Chicago is what it is. Either you love it or you don't. So
I enjoyed it. I've been there a few times. I enjoyed it, but of course, I just went for visitation purposes, so I didn't go to live. I do actually have a sister that lives there in more like the suburb area. I can't remember the name of the town, but she's not obviously in the city limits. But yeah, pretty cool. I enjoyed it for visiting purposes. But I do know that I could make a lot of money if I move there. It's just that, how do you work in the city but not work in the city? So I guess you use the train system. Is that what it's move around?
Yes.
Okay.
That's you really wouldn't be driving your car around this. It was a lot different coming here. Like, okay, so where's the bus? Where's the train? Like, oh, wait a minute. They don't have like that out here.
Go ahead, Buddha.
All right, two questions. I'll start out with the Chicago question. Right. So what was, other than the cold weather, new change? What do you find, like, if you was to tell somebody that was moving to Chi-Town what to do, what to look out for, what would you do? Be a tour guide for those who ain't never been to Chicago for a minute. Take them on a little journey.
Okay, so let's start off with what you should not do. Okay.
Okay.
What you should not do is, in the winter, do not have your car less than a quarter tank of gas. That is like a big do not. Okay. If you have a car out there, do not have a tank of gas, because you're gonna wake up and your gas line is gonna be frozen. Right. So a lot of stuff that people is winter hacks. Make sure you keep that water running a little bit because you don't want your pipes to burst. All right. I just told one of my friends when we went, I'm like, when we walk out of this store, make sure you have your money, phone, everything back in your purse. Do not walk out this store with your stuff in your hand, because somebody is around watching and they will snatch and grab and go. And they're going to be gone. Ain't no catching them. So that is definitely something, always be aware of your surroundings. Just anything that you would normally do, at least for me, the norm is, watching your bag, making sure you're good, making sure somebody knows where you're at, all that stuff. But the do's, definitely make sure you eat everywhere, and anywhere, because the food is amazing. There's no other place like the food we have there. And that's the number one thing I miss about back home is the food. Yes.
I like the popcorn. I like the hot dogs. What else I like when I was there? Let me go back. The popcorn was bomb.
Okay. So my next question is, and this is back to who you are. All right. Okay. So you have your business. You have your business. So what do you want society, friends, family, those who are in contact to remember you by when it's all said and done?
I want them to remember me as being successful in my own way, not successful how society, claims success is, but just successful in my own way. When I tell my friends and family that, I have these goals set, they remember me as that person, like, no matter what the goal was, she accomplished it. Big or small, she accomplished it. She never let an obstacle get in her way. So that's something very big to me, as that I'm very goal oriented. I would just want them to remember me as that.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You got something else?
Yeah, because she gets to talking, so I got.
Wait.
You said.
Hold on. Before you say that,
Mm-hmm.
you want to be remembered, but what made you get into this from the beginning?
Well, I had went on a birthday trip recently, and I had them long, small, knotless braids in my head. And I sat there like, I do not want to take these down. I procrastinated for 2 weeks before actually taking them down. They was horrible. So I had my friend, I had two of her kids take down my hair, and I caved to do it. And I'm like, it's probably a lot of people out here that need this service. So why not me? Like, I love helping people. I love, just basically just being able to help you provide a service to people that is not commonly known. Previous jobs before, I was in that field of helping people. So this was nothing new at all.
All right. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a damn good idea, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many viewers that we have and that will see this later. But if you agree that that's a good service and that service is of benefit to you, leave a comment, and later we're going to provide you some contact information, okay, for her. Buddha.
All right. So, great answer. No more. Great answer. I'll give you that. But you said something about what success look like. I believe success. I think that's what she said. Did she say success, baby? I believe so.
Based on societal expectations.
Right. So what does that look like? Take me on the journey of what that looks like for you. Because obviously everybody's ideal of it is different.
So what does your success look like to you?
Success to me just looks like being happy and fulfilled in what I do. That's just period. Of course, everybody wants the money. They want, this fame. They want all of that stuff. But for me, it's just genuinely being happy, being content in what I do every day. When I open my eyes, being able to know that I've helped somebody, being able to know that whatever service that I provide, whether it's T Can Takeitdown or the other services that I wish to provide in the future, that I have helped somebody.
Okay.
That's
all right. That's
I can dig it. I can dig it.
So in this industry, because I have never, I even looked around. Couldn't really see anything. There was services only to take it down. So how is that working out for you, it being a relatively new business for yourself?
Right now, it's actually been great. Like, I have my consistent clients, because not only do I offer the takedown, but I offer like a standalone wash, condition, and blow dry.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, a lot of stylists do not offer that in their services. So I'll have people that that's all they want, for me to just get them ready for the next style. So right now, it's been very consistent with my loyal clients, and I really appreciate them for that. So,
okay. No. Listen, a woman that's adamant about her representation and her hair is included of that, representation. There's that window, and it's like, okay, what am I going to do if I take this down? And what's going to happen if that person's not available? And the fact that you actually you have a service that's available makes it so much easier. Well, of course, I know you're booked and different things like that. Speaking of which, let's get into how they can reach you, because I'm sure people are going to be interested. Let's
Yes.
start with your social media. Which one do you want to go with?
We're gonna go with T Can Take It Down. That is T underscore can underscore take it down. So
Is this how they will find you on all the platforms, or is this an IG?
they can find me with the T underscore can underscore take it down on IG. On Facebook, it's T Take It Down with a space in between the T and can and take it down.
All right, so I just want to make sure I got that. So IG, boom. Baby, gonna make sure you get all your accolades.
Yes, thank you.
And then you said Facebook is T underscore
No,
can
it's T space can
space
down. Yes.
can take it down on Facebook. All right, boom. So I want everybody to know how they can find you. Instagram T underscore can underscore take it down.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So y'all make sure y'all get that right there, knee.
Damn.
Boom. Facebook. T can space. T space can take it down.
Mm.
All right, I just want to make sure I had that all in one. Okay, you know what I'm saying. I'm big on making sure we make sure our people get what they need. You know what I mean? Because you know, that's what we're here for. From the beginning, we've been here for the up and coming, the already established, whatever it is. We make sure that's what our platform was designed for. Our platform also was designed to, as you'll see, you know, scrolling across the bottom periodically, it's real talk, real life, real people. We're not here to change your mind. We're only here to provide you alternative.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So that you know that there's more than what you thought was happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But listen. Back to you. Because that's what we're here for a few minutes. I had to look and see what's happening. I don't have my glasses on.
Okay.
How do you incorporate your business with your personal life?
All right. Well, it's really not hard because I really don't have too much of a personal life, I should say. Because outside of my business, I do have my career. So right now, that has taken up a lot of my time. But in the next week or so, I am transitioning from working overnights to day shift. So now I can be outside, okay? I can be outside with everybody else. I can be out here like the normal folks. So I feel like that will open up a lot of doors, that will open up a lot of my time to just really be able to interact with people, get that new clientele, and actually have a personal life.
Yeah. Okay. Because you know, it's because you got a network. And if you're working at night, when do you get to network?
Exactly. I'm working 12-hour shifts at night. So it's either I'm taking off of work to go on network, or like I'm trying to squeeze in that little in between time to do it. And, you know, I'm only human. It can become a lot.
But it's definitely, as you saw, we had someone say that's a great innovative service, supply and demand. Yeah, absolutely. Buddha?
No, I'm just you asked the question I was gonna ask. You did great.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take anything away, babe.
No, you good. You good. Carry on. You great.
I'm just saying. That's my baby, y'all. I love he.
Oh, I got one more thing. Sidetrack. Shout out to Dollar. You know, I'm out here in Black Hollywood. Finding the hair, somebody to cut your hair, man, they charging $35, $70. My man did me right, man. So I had to get a shout out to him. Continue.
Hey, I'm here for it, okay? Because when I
Mm.
do my little transition,
Mm.
baby, absolutely gonna need a barber because I did not plan on growing my hair back. I
But
had
you know
no
what?
plans.
I ain't seen your hair since we started.
I know. And the thing is, I have to get a haircut no later than every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, it grows. Like
Mm.
all praises to the creator
Yeah.
because I grow hair. I have to be patient, of course,
Mm.
because in that transition phase of
Mm-hmm.
growing it out, that's that ugly phase,
Oh.
So we women know what I'm talking about. That's that ugly phase. So
Stop it. Stop it. You were never ugly to me, baby.
I know because I always kept it. I kept it 100. I kept it 100
Mm.
as much as I could. Okay, because I'm a lady.
Okay. Okay. So
No. For real though. Thank you so much, Brittany. I appreciate that. Buddha, you see that? Y'all see that?
mm.
Is that one of your peoples?
Yes, that is
Yeah.
owner of Easton Exchange.
Say that
Okay.
again.
She is the owner of Easton's Closet Exchange.
Okay.
Eastern.
Easton's Closet Exchange, yes.
And so, what does Eastern Closet Exchange do? Put that in the comment section.
Yes.
Miss
Yeah, we
Brittany
both.
Hamilton.
She sells handbags, shoes, clothing. She has statement pieces. So yeah, you can follow her on Instagram as well.
All
Okay.
right. So, what's your Instagram? Make sure you put that in the comment section so I can throw it up in what we got going on. Oh, what you say? Oh, he talked. This what the people. So what the people say? Baby felt so comfortable with Buddha, she cut it off and kept it low. Men are the prize.
You know what,
I
man?
I
Because
felt comfortable with him, but he co-signed as well.
so all I'm gonna say is, man, listen, it ain't about him, man. If you love the woman, you're gonna stand by her regardless. You know what I mean? If hair is gonna be what do it for you, then you shouldn't even be with her in the first place. The end.
I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. I don't think he real because he was never used to a baby. First of all, I know I love you, baby, but I ain't. He didn't really know what to expect because he dealt with the atypical women. They cut it, they put that's the hair on, they do this, they do that. But when I presented the notion of how you feel about if I cut all my hair off, when I did that, he was like, "Go be great, okay." And
Yeah.
here we are, 4 years later.
I ain't even seen that no more. She ain't
Well,
even
3.5, almost 4. Well, almost 4
5.
years.
It's almost 5 years, baby. Come on now.
I've been had my hair cut only in our duration 3.25, almost 4 years.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that.
I mean, it's been long. I've had it bald longer than we've been in a relationship. That's for
Damn
sure.
right. Damn right. I had to look at pictures and say, "Oh shit, this is
But
old."
she really, baby is bald headed, okay, but she actually can grow
Well, she can
hair.
grow. All right. So what we
Good
talking about
quality
tonight?
hair.
What
Just
we
for the
talking about
people
tonight,
in the
baby?
back.
What we
Just
talking about
saying.
tonight?
Hold on, my thing did something. Okay, very good. Had to get that. Hold on, let me get the last what the people say. Okay, so this is the information online fashion boutique. All right.
Okay.
Easton's Closet Exchange. Cool.
Is she based out of Shawtown?
No, she is here in Orlando.
Okay.
All right. And Easton's Closet Exchange, is that a web page or would that be I'm assuming that's a website. I don't know. Easton Closet Exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure.
I'm not sure, but if you go to her Instagram page, I know that the link to order anything is right there on the site. Or you can just reach out to her directly. She does deliver.
And what are the sizes?
Well, I ain't no small girl. She go up to at least a 1X. That's what we starting off with. She gonna get it up there. But, just finding the right vendors for all that type of stuff,
All right,
Okay.
cool. Listen, how you feel tonight? I know you was worried. You was like, you was nervous. So how you feeling now?
Oh, right now I'm feeling great. I'm feeling at home. Okay.
Thank you.
That's what I need you to do, because now you're at my mercy. Continue, baby.
All right. So, real quick,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna talk a little bit, about the show tonight, but what we're gonna do is have a part 2.
Okay.
So that we can elaborate more, because I know a lot of people are gonna want to go into depth about this particular topic that we have tonight. And right about now, let me just give y'all something real quick, because I know y'all hate commercials, but guess what? It's what it is. We'll be right back.
What's good, Simple? This is your boy Buddha out here. And we got a What the People Say segment and Kicking the City, part 3. We have here Brandon representing Orlando, Florida. Not out. And we have over here, this is one JB, the Phone 7. Okay. Lock it in. Phone 7, JB and Brandon. So here's the question for you fellas. Y'all ready? What is your go-to move when you're trying to turn your mate on? Let's go, JB.
Well. Woo. Ta-da.
So many may or may not know, Buddha and Baby, we have a What Do People Say? And What Do People Say is pretty much we ask random questions, no differently than you see the street interviews, on all the various social media platforms. And so we go out and, that the question the topic question that night was, what is your go-to move to make your mate happy? Right? I think I said it right.
Yeah, to turn her on.
To turn your mate on. So what's your go-to move to turn your mate on? That's what we were talking about that particular night. Oh man.
It was funny.
The other part was does size matter? But that's another I'll post that next week. The responses to does size matter. All right. Boom. So tonight we actually talking about the impact of loving yourself. And when I say the impact of loving yourself, what I ultimately mean is, when you start loving on yourself, right? When you start loving on yourself, there's impacts that come from that, repercussions and rewards, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when you begin loving on yourself, that's the ultimate selfishness, right? It ain't for everybody. And so Buddha posed a question about if you love yourself. Go ahead, Buddha. You finish it.
Well, I posted a question that said, loving yourself sometimes hurt others. The question is, do you care?
Not at all. I live this life for myself, not for anybody else.
Okay. That's real.
And that's one of the impacts of, and I'm saying the impact because, there's consequences and repercussions and rewards when you get into that mode, right? So that's an impact. The variables are impacts, right? I ain't gotta explain that. But for the people in the bike that explain what she's talking about, that's what it is. All right.
Okay. What do you got, baby?
Well, I personally feel like I do care in levels.
Okay.
Where I'm at in my now, I care again in levels
Mm-hmm.
because why I just the idea of me saying, why does it bother you that I'm looking out for myself means I'm care about how you feel about me.
Mm.
So that's why I'm saying I care in levels. It's only short, it's a short lived, but for that split moment, when you don't co-sign on me loving myself,
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious, my curiosity, which is a pinch of care. I care about how you feel about how I view my damn self. Technically.
Well,
I'm actually slightly bothered that you got a problem that I'm loving myself.
Yeah.
So
well,
that's my part. All right, boom. Your turn.
oh,
Why you even came up with that damn shit?
well, I mean,
Why did you come up with that post, Buddha?
I mean, it's a few different reasons, man. Because it's a few different reasons. For one, so let's get to it. I think it's subjective to the type of person that you are. So it's levels to this. So
Mm-hmm.
I created that post for a person who is toxic, that has that toxic narcissistic love for themselves. So if you are a person who is the other person trying to love on a person who's only thinking for themselves, guess what? You are the person that's going to be hurt. Because at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do for themselves at all times. I'm going to give you another example. If you are a child, a product of a parent that raised you a certain way, and you decide to go and do your own thing because it's for you, you don't think that's going to hurt your parents?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Tati, how you feel when you get it? When you know about that?
I mean, I understand what he's saying as far as, being in a relationship with somebody that can be very narcissistic. I just left out a relationship like that. So I understand that 100%. So right now in my life, with the whole impact of loving myself, I'm at that level where I just don't give a fuck. And I'm just being very blunt,
that's
um,
fine.
but that's just me, because I've been through the part where you're like, loving yourself this little percentage, but then trying to love everybody else around you, and it just doesn't work, at least in my eyes from what I have seen. So that's just the phase that I'm in now. um
Hmm.
I can't speak as far as the parent child concept because I don't have any kids. And I was just raised to just kind of like just be myself,
Hmm.
so it was never a, this is what I have for your life, so you have to go out and do this, and if there's any other way, I'm going to be upset or sad or something about that, but
So, I mean, this is great. This is great. So, you said you've been in these situations before. So, were you the person who got hurt, or were you the person who was doing the hurt? And if you eat from either way, or either way of the stick that you was at, explain how you got to that point, if you could, without being too personal.
okay. I was the person that had got hurt. All the signs are there, you know what I mean? All the signs are truly there when you are dealing with somebody that um is narcissistic, that only cares for themselves, you know what I mean? So it got to the point to where I realized that my happiness and that opinions really didn't matter. I'll go to the conversation that we had earlier. you know um Baby asked you about cutting her hair. I was my last relationship, I asked him about cutting my hair. No, don't cut your hair. Don't cut your hair. And it just made me like, well, how come? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm with you and if I feel comfortable to make that move, why can't you be right there with me? But it was that self-love. Like, he could not see me in no other type of way besides me having the hair and all this other stuff. You know? So that was just selfishness. And I'm now looking back, was the only way that he could love me.
Ah.
Mm.
So to piggyback on what you're saying, I had a conversation with Love Jones last night, and we were talking about expectation and how we don't truly understand as the person who may be the one doing the hurting to the other person. We
Love
don't.
Jones or Dr. Love?
Dr. Love Jones. So Dr. Javon Love Jones
Because
and
we got a
Jimmy.
difference. Sorry.
I got you. You're right. So we were having this conversation and we were talking about expectations. And the truth is we can't really know how much expectation somebody has of us. Right? So when we're doing the very thing that could be hurting them, we actually thinking that it's just us being us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? But are we responsible for somebody else's expectations of us, right?
Mm.
This is where I'm at. So it kind of piggybacks off where you were saying how you don't give a fuck, which is cool because you've been through that. But I'm gonna have to ask you this question: when you're in this I don't give a fuck stage, are you transparent with the person that you're saying you don't give a fuck with?
I am very transparent. I am somebody that's going to let you know what it is from the beginning to the end. I like to have conversations. I like for us to be on the same page. And if we are, then we can move forward. If not, then I'll just leave it where it is. But that I definitely do, because I don't want nobody to string me along. So I don't do that to others. I like to have that conversation up front.
Let me tell y'all something. Oh boy. I completely understand the not giving a fuck phase. Trust and believe. More because I had kids at an early age, early in life. I kind of put the cart before the horse. Whatever. It's my business. Okay. I live. All my kids are grown now, so we having a great time. But
and mine's a
nonetheless,
grown too. Woohoo!
woo, one time for Buddha. So
Boom.
with that being said, I went through a phase, a period. I don't even want to call it a phase. I went through a period of time where I did not. I had this many fucks to give, F's to give, however you want to call it. And I was unapologetic about it. Okay? Because I felt like if you came to me as a quote unquote man, I needed you to be doing all the things of the illusion of what I thought a man was. Whether it was right or wrong, that's how you needed to be presenting yourself to me. But I also came through an era where men were actually in a different era mentally. So they had provisions. They did the things because of the generation prior to them that passed along. Okay. I'm just saying, I ain't that old, but I came through a time where things were a little bit different. All right, I'm just saying. So I say all that to say, I know about not giving a fuck. And so with that, I brought into my now not giving a fuck, but at the same time, I found that I'm almost borderline a wuss, but with a splash of giving a fuck. But no, I'm just bullshitting. I don't get my fucks up unless you've given me ample reasoning, validation on giving it up. I protect my
Um,
fucks.
I'm gonna
And
say
that's me
something.
loving on myself.
Well, before we go to what the people say,
Yeah,
seeing what the comments saying. Um, I'm in exact opposite. You know, I might tell you I don't give a fuck, but I give a fuck about everything, and I watch everything. So just being honest, it's like a defense mechanism when I say I don't give a fuck, but in truth, I really do. So it's like a transparent moment. I'm a nurturer by heart, right? I want to make sure whoever I'm with, friend, associate, and my actual woman, I'm gonna take care of business. I'm gonna make sure everybody in the room is okay. Sometimes that fucks with the woman, but she be like, yo, you got a whole woman. You know what I'm saying? And don't let these
digital
hoes
cop out.
don't let these hoes get comfortable. Now that I said that, Tati,
Oh.
what does that mean? What does that mean to you? When you feel the need to say, don't let these hoes get comfortable with your man. What does that mean?
That means to me that should no woman feel comfortable enough to reach out to me about you, and I got story days, okay? Because
Okay.
I be talking to somebody, and then one morning I wake up and it's a random text message from somebody else asking me about him, and I'll tell like, don't ask me, ask him. And then when I do talk to him, I tell him, should nobody feel that comfortable to be texting me about you, no matter if we're together, no matter if we just do our thing. Nobody should ever feel that comfortable, because whatever pedestal or platform you put me on, I feel like nobody else should feel like they get at that level that I'm at or above to reach out to me, no matter
Baby,
what.
give me your version. Oh, you think this was gonna happen, did you? Ta-da. Oh, hold on.
So
Before you do that, make sure the camera's directly on you. Let's go.
they need to look into my eyes
Look
and
into
make sure
your
my
eyes.
lashes.
Everything. Let's
I
go.
need the people in the bike to hear me. You wanted to be on me when I answer
Listen,
this.
let's answer this question. Hey, just so you know, Tati, I hit her with a 1-2 punch just then. She trying to recover right now.
Okay, very good. I'm glad we're here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, sippers. All right, boom. Listen, if I hear these hoes should not be comfortable, what my interpretation would be is they should not feel compelled to ask you to fulfill a honey-do list. They should not be compelled to be virtually laying on a couch as a psychiatrist. They should not be compelled to do any other things that's on the level of interaction, borderline teeter-tottering what your woman expect of you.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, even though I personally will have a problem with the individual, the woman per se, for feeling like they can do that. I would be more addressing my whole man, because you, my whole man, should not be letting these hoes be that comfortable, especially when they don't actually reach out to your woman and be like, hey, you won't have no problem with XYZ. And so when a motherfucker, oh, did I tell y'all this is an adult show? Oh, okay. So when a motherfucker feel like they can just come omit you, they know you exist, but what he said, bitch, you know the motherfucking code.
Preach.
You need to check with the motherfucking woman that you know, goddamn it, exists. I don't give a fuck what that motherfucker say. That's it. That's all.
Now put the camera on me. We here for this. I'm here for this because I mean, I hear you in totality of what you're saying. All you're saying is that you truly want to have respect. Doesn't matter if it's a monogamous relationship or any other type of relationship. You just want to have respect from all those involved, right?
Okay.
Now that we done said all that, when people in these situations come out and do the exact opposite, right? They come reach. We are influencers. This is what we signed up to be, baby. In these aspects, right? We signed up to be their therapists, as you say, their friends in some aspects, and confidants. Now, with that being said, I don't choose your friends. You don't choose my friends. Point blank. So are you trying to govern friendships with people, even if they are the opposite sex? Because that goes against all the things that we encompass as individual. Because when you met me, or when people in these situations meet people, they want to continue to be the individual that they are, even if they're in the relationship.
Okay. Let's go back to the impact of loving yourself.
Okay, I mean, okay. Now remember now, we had the conversation before then about cheating versus not seeing anything, and everything was great because a person's out there doing them. But now on the flip side of that, you want your respect.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? You see how it comes back around full circle?
I get
sometimes?
you. I hear you. I got you. But if I'm loving myself, I know there's going to be repercussions because I'm going to be exuding a certain type of energy to the masses, right? Just me personally, and to each their own. Everybody's going to be exuding themselves to the masses, how they are now loving themselves. And so with that, I know that because I have a all ladies group, an organization, okay, all about the ladies.
Whoop, whoop. I'm about that, man. Y'all do actually an excellent job. And if you're not in it, Tati, slide in.
And so I drop nuggets. I talk about things. I just get raw, candid, in between, whatever, whatever it is. I may indeed go there. So with that being said, I feel like if I'm putting myself out there, I know that you're gonna draw things like a magnet because you're loving yourself and you're putting yourself out there. But at the same time, although that's the way that I'm walking, I'm moving away, but I also know that I have a whole mate. So I'm consciously ensuring that how I move aligns with my overall, like my big picture, which doesn't include me as an individual. It includes me as a couple, I'm not by myself. So although I may move individually I'm moving, but I'm moving in this bigger spectrum, right? That's me. And the reason why is because I don't want to change you. I don't want him to change me. I don't want to change nobody. But I also get to a point, and we talked about this as well, is that at some point, I'm going to need to let people be great where they are, and I have to continue being who I am.
Exactly.
And it's that if being who I am pushes me beyond you, you're either A, going to fall off, or you're going to grow with me. I have to now begin to be okay with those as the repercussions or rewards. I don't know what they may be, because I'm not going to focus on what is the future. I'm going to focus on day by day. Because if I focus on loving myself every single day, I'm moving in a direction of which is beneficial. Because of the way I move, when I move for my squad. My squad includes Buddha, baby girl, my grandbabies, and my 2 other siblings. That's my immediate people. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, my mama, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. But that's all I'm saying. So when you say these things, when people say these things, a motherfucker do care. Okay? You are not unbothered by how a motherfucker. I know I'm getting deep. Y'all didn't expect that.
She cussing, y'all. She done got it. It's that Buddha special.
Y'all be saying, people be like, I'm unbothered. Technically, you are bothered. Because truly, if you were not unbothered, number one, you wouldn't make an announcement. Number 2, you wouldn't have even gave it a thought. So, although it may not be a high level of being quote unquote bothered or giving you emotions or care, it's in there, because that's human nature to care. It's an emotion that is there. We care, just like even as a child, you care because why you don't want to be my friend? It's the same thing that exudes in your adulthood. What's the difference? There truly isn't any difference. The only difference, technically, between being a child and becoming into your adulthood is that you have a better sense of discernment. How much to care, when to care. Not I don't care, because to make that statement is you technically had to not even know there was a problem. Like when you're clueless,
you're truly
you
clueless.
Didn't even know there was a situation because you were so engulfed in loving on yourself. You didn't even know. Like you legit, genuinely, authentically did not know. That is where you did not care. You did not give your fucks up. But until you get to that point, at the end of the day, whether you gave a 0.00001%, or whether you gave a whole 1%, you gave a fuck. You did care. That's
Tati,
it, that's all.
Tati, what you got for me, man? I know she went on her little soliloquy, but I know you got something for me.
Sorry, I ain't trying to change nobody's mind.
Oh no. But just going back to what you said about, as far as when you enter into that relationship and having somebody not change your friends or you're changing them, I feel like this, just going back to that point. If your friends know how you are, and if my friends know how I am, they will know that they should not feel that comfortable to still hold that position, to be that, what you say, laying on that couch therapist, or filling those roles that I can fill, because we didn't have that conversation. If they're your friends, then they would know that, you know what, she got this. Like, I see how much she makes him happy. I can step back and she got it from here. So that's how I feel about that whole situation. So that's number one. And that also comes with like the respect. When your friends have that respect for you, that love for you, that genuine like care for you, and they see somebody else is really making you happy and filling that role, they gonna let it happen. They don't need to feel that more. They don't need to do that. So that's just me. I'm not in that space of what Baby was saying as the way she moves is she's holding that example, like she's moving, but still has you and the kids and everything that she also had to set the example for. So she is 50% because you're the other 50 to her whole. I'm 100%. It's just, you know, so I move a little different than how somebody else would, because like I said, it is just me. It's literally just me. No kids, nobody. It's just me. So what I am building from here, or how I'm living my life, is for me. You know, so that's, but still,
that makes a big difference.
yeah.
I'm saying that I know what you about to say. I don't know what you about to say, but I'm just saying, Buddha, it does make a difference, because if you don't, based on it, and it's everything is individualized. It's all about perspective. Yeah,
you're right. You're right. You know I'm going there, but okay.
The perspective of me, full blown grown ass woman with 3 kids and 5 grands.
No. How about going there?
It's not going to be the same perspective. Neither have you gone through my trials and tribulations, right? To come to where I am in my now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no terrible life. I had a great life. I had a wonderful life. I just made bad choices.
All right.
That's it.
So I'm gonna give you the answer to the question before I try to destroy the answer. Okay. The answer to the question is growth, right? People grow throughout time. They start one way and they grow to growth or evolve to something better or worse, depending on who they are and what their vice is going. That's the answer to the question. But let me go ahead and tear that thing down. Okay.
Not to discredit nobody's
Not to discredit. No, I'm just tearing my own answer down. You know what I'm saying? So to give it the context of what I'm saying to you is, I met you at a space where you wanted, not you, but I'm not talking about Baby, and I'm talking about even you and where you at right now. Whoever comes to you in this space, they meet you in a space where you at your 100% about you, right? And whatever you project out to them, that's what they're going to receive. And they end up going like that part of you with the other parts that they already have, the other expectation they have in their mind, right? So at that moment, right? At that moment, they're choosing you, right? They're choosing the representative that you put in that space, right? So now you're saying that if you are the person that are sick, that's the doctor, the physician, the person who's having their friend on the couch, this is the person, this is all the things that encompass who you are, right? And this is the person that you meet. So as I'm talking, or as a person is talking to you, they're giving you all pieces of them, all versions of them. And you are okay and you loving that, or liking that, or feeling that, or whatever. And then you say down the line when you feel like you got them on the hook, that wait a minute, mister, or wait a minute, young lady, that I don't appreciate this part of you, when you should have said that from the beginning. You see what I'm saying? You should have said that from the beginning, because all those parts of you is what made you feel for them in the beginning part. Now you can grow, because I said that is the answer to the question. But the part of where I'm at on this is where you, the representative that you portrayed, and that's the person that they liked, and that's the person that they fell for, and that's the person that they were feeling, right? This 100% of where you was at, that's the person that they got to know in the beginning. And then at a base level, that's where you should be, right?
The thing is, the unfortunate, and this is not, I'm no expert. I'm just looking out at the society and what I've seen. But What I've noticed is that I would say a solid 90% of the time, okay, I'll be reasonable, 75% of the time, it's a representative that shows up.
Hello. Hello. Except for me. I told you I was community dick from the jump. Hello. You met me under dire circumstances. You hear me?
I did. But it was, I manifested it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you got to be in a spiritual realm to understand what I'm saying. And okay, but when I say I manifested it, I manifested having someone that was open-minded, none to minimum judgmental, someone that would embrace me, someone that would love me, someone that would allow me to love on myself how I love on myself. Because I'm already loving on myself. You know what I'm saying? So to move into my space while I'm loving on myself, you needed to blend like goddamn color water and water and that and food coloring.
Mm-hmm.
I get you, baby. And you're absolutely right. And that's what you and Tati, all of y'all have the right to do those certain things, right? But then you're placing ownership on the next person about what they can and can't do. And that's wrong. Because now you're saying you want me to accept you as you are, but these hoes can't get comfortable. Right? But I have to accept you as you are. You know what I'm saying? How does that work? You know?
I accept you as you are, indeed. I would accept you as you are, indeed. However, I do still have expectations.
Okay. Now we're talking.
What drove me, well, I don't know what the universe did to give me the alignment.
Mm-hmm.
So there was something there for the alignment, for it to be where it is. And I'm saying in general. And that's what people have to look at. I didn't force something to be what it is. It became, it evolved. And it happened naturally, right?
Right.
So throughout that, I know that also a part of the representative showed up in the beginning, as well as a part of the representative showed up on the other party. You know, that generally happens. As authentic and genuine as you are, there's still a protective barrier that shows up.
Absolutely. I agree.
And that's where your representative comes in.
Hello.
So although I may be a particular way, and I'm for real, I mean that shit. Like that's truly me. But then the humanity, your internal human shows up, and then you realize you cry, you hurt, you feel your human of you. You could be as tough because I'm a woman and I know how this thing. I've been there, done that. Wrote a book, can do it. I can do that shit 3 times, 4 times, okay, however many times. I can write a book about it for real talk. I think I should write a book. Okay, no.
Absolutely, baby. I will buy about 100 copies of it because I believe in you, baby.
No, I'm saying, because I don't want to make it about me, but I just know that we have protection barriers around ourselves. Be it you're with kids or without kids, we have a protection barrier. And that protection barrier gets thicker the more trials and tribulations you go through.
Right. I get it.
And the less responsibilities that you are accountable for impacts how you actually love yourself. So I simply say to that is meet the motherfucker or
At the door.
act accordingly, number one, and seek people or that which you are attracted to at where you are. And if you find yourself consistently attracting outside of the realm or the scope of where your desires are, it's something internally that is actually causing for it to go opposite. So maybe as much as you think, it may be actually something that you're really not walking the talk.
I agree. Tati, what you got for me?
Well, look, I got a situation for everything, right?
Okay, come
with it. This is what it's about.
But like as far as when we just taking it back to the I want to say boundaries, but the respect, that's all it really boils down to me. It's just a respect thing. You can't have nothing in this world without respect. You can't have a friendship, you can't have a partnership, you can't have a loving relationship without that initial respect. So no matter if I met you while you was out there slanging D from here to California, while you're here, it should be some respect, because there will never be somebody on my roster, as I like to call it. There will never be on my roster that will make you feel less than, because why? And it should be vice versa. So, and I include all of that in the loving myself, because I know what it is that I want. I know what it is that I don't want. When I'm coming to you as far as let's be grown about the situation. Yeah, there's other people. Yeah, but that shouldn't matter to you.
What you want?
Exactly. We should be talking about me and you, not everybody else in the background.
Tell people what you want.
Oh, what? Oh. Look, put me on the spot, right?
My bad.
No. I got a question.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I mean, you
Let her say what she want.
No, she
Give
said
an example, I should say, of what you want.
An
Go
example
ahead.
I want is just, I guess, it's just openness. I genuinely want somebody to give off the same energy that I am giving, as far as having that open dialogue, and it actually be genuine. Like I said, if he can tell me that he's out here doing his thing and that this is just what it is, then that's just what it is. But you have a lot of guys that are out here capping. They're going to say what they think that you want to hear because maybe other females have told them before. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And then it just goes downhill. I might be that 1% that actually wants to hear that, because I need to know how I need to move. And I want you to know how you should move.
They treat everybody on one accord instead of treating everybody as an individual.
Right, because I'm accordingly.
What say ye, old great Buddha?
I don't want to lose this point, because she made something that was very valid. She said something about what they call respect, right? And that's great. But there's a difference. There's a difference between respect and understanding. All right, so you can feel like you're disrespected, but if there was no groundwork of understanding, is it truly disrespect?
I feel like in that sense, it wouldn't be, because, like you said, there was no understanding.
Right.
I can't speak for everybody else, because we're gonna have that understanding. So when you tell me that it's X, Y, and Z, this is what you mean, right? And they're gonna say, oh, and then bam, we have that understanding, and now I can set that level of respect for you, because now I know what it is.
But what's the gauge behind no acknowledging or confirming there was understanding? What are you gauging that they actually understood what you were talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be just having that open, like literally it just all goes back to having that open conversation. Like you have to be able to just say whatever it is that you need to say. I am really big. If you can't find exact words to try to put it all nice and sugarcoat it, just tell me what it is. Just tell me what it is in broken sentences and Pictionary and tab, however you need to say it. Like, just tell me, and we gonna work on it together. We gonna figure it out to where I understand what it is that you want or don't want, and vice versa.
How long do you stay there trying to figure it out?
Yeah, we're not gonna stay that long because
Try and just keep moving, huh?
just pulling out the station and
I got you. I got you.
but yeah, it has to be something like we can't go on for weeks and months and still trying to figure out what this understanding is. That's something that we just cannot do. And with us all being grown, with all of us being 30 plus, with all of us entering this year of 2022, like there has to be some groundwork that has been put into place. There always has to be groundwork. So that groundwork is that understanding that respect, maybe compromise depending on your situation. I don't know, but you just go from there, and that's why you have those conversations.
I
What you say,
understand.
Buddha?
I understand what you're saying because I know we need to wrap this thing up soon. But I just gotta think. I gotta throw one more jab out there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
One, and it's simple elementary math. 1 + 1 = 2.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if we get into a situation, right, and we chill and everything's cool, and we having sex and everything's cool, and those two things line up, right? You know what it is. It's the expectations of something different that you may have that changes the complexity of what you got going on.
But this is the thing, though. Okay. This is what a lot of guys do not realize is that every female is not the same. I can go in and hang out
I
and
can agree with that. I can agree with that.
and I can still check those deuces and never talk to you again. Like
You're right.
just me, and that's not every female. So some guys, they feel as though they, like, go back to what I was saying before, they feel like they can't be that because they're putting this stereotype on you just because you're a female. And it should never be that way, because if you have that conversation, it is what it is what it is. I ain't gonna get too much into my business, but I don't have those, and we good.
Oh, we know how it go. So
Well,
let's do what you got, Buddha. I'm sorry, baby.
I'm gonna say this before I drop in, because it's a misconception that a lot of dudes say that women can't handle the truth. I'm gonna say a lot of people, men and women, can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the truth may be. So when we get into these situations where we feel that a person can't handle the truth, then you try to manipulate the situation to be in your favor. Continue, baby. I just want to say that. Keep up.
No, you good. You actually good. It's all good, baby. So let's see what the people say. I just want to get into a couple of things that were mentioned throughout our conversation. It may or may not sound appropriate, but just a quick recap. People are selfish and mostly want to put their well-being at the highest priority.
As
people
it should.
Are selfish, and it's nothing wrong with it. It's just there's just levels of discernment that those people generally don't exercise. The discernment in, okay, it's okay that you're doing you, but to what extent you gonna do you to the point where it begins to potentially impact your livelihood.
Burn the village, per se. That's been the That's been the overarching thing for the whole season. So,
Oh boy. So there's nothing wrong with loving yourself, but if you do it in a vacuum, absent of other concerns, you will only end up with yourself. Pretty much kind of what I was saying, just previously stated about it's not without potentially repercussions.
Right.
You gotta be okay with that, though. You gotta be okay with that.
And you have to, exactly, baby. You gotta be okay with that. So not giving a fuck is a defensive mechanism. It could be an unhealed inner wound. Yes, it could be an unhealed inner wound. However, it also just simply you know what it is. But as simple as I previously stated, it could be that you're rationing out the fucks that you give.
And then sometimes I feel like, in that moment of not giving a fuck, you kind of just have to be selfish, and it doesn't necessarily have to be unhealed love, but just taking that step back to just be like, I don't want to have that attachment. I don't want to not care because I've been caring for all this time.
Yep.
I want that moment of selfishness for myself, and that's okay.
Yep.
People.
Absolutely. Girl, you just hit it, because ultimately what it could potentially be is that particular thing, person, place, or thing was holding me in bondage. And so because I was giving that person, place, or thing giving a fuck about it, it was keeping me from being my higher self, exuding my highest potential. Right? Cool. Yeah. So it's nothing wrong with giving a fuck. It's healthy to give a fuck, but you can't be caring to undeserving people. And that's where the discernment come in.
That's
right?
What's up. I can dig it.
All right. So again, there's a time to be humble, and there's a time to let your nuts hang.
Oh Lord, I knew that was coming.
Okay.
I knew that was coming.
There's a time to not give a fuck and a time to be vulnerable. I agree. No doubt. So everyone's journey is definitely different.
Yeah.
Right. So we definitely can agree, because everyone does not come from if we were all the exact same, this is what do you really think society will look like? That might be a topic we need to come up with. If everybody were the exact same of you, what would society look like?
Ooh.
I can answer that question.
I like
but
that.
I'll leave it to the next time.
I'm just saying. I just think that's a dope. That's a deep but meticulous one. So how long you take to get to know a person, so you can know all of them instead of the representative? Well, that's a matter of perspective.
It takes a lifetime.
And you can learn the person every day. I learn shit new all the time, and I've been with Buddha for a long time. Because we're ever evolving. If you're not ever evolving, it's like, oh, you like that now? Oh, you like vanilla instead of butter pecan?
She watched me go from Timbo to hard bottoms and slender. I mean, went from baggy pants to slim fit.
You want your shoes tailored now? Oh, you fancy.
Oh, I'm fancy now. You know what I'm saying? She went through the whole process, and it's still evolving, man. It's still evolving. But one thing I will say to add to that, we're gonna be honest with each other. We're gonna tell the truth, and we're gonna move accordingly. Whether I like it, or whether she like it, or we like it, or not.
Simple. It's simple math at the end of the day.
1 + 1 = 2.
And the thing, and that's a conclusion of what the people say, with the exception of Bullseye. Let me get it. Did it come up? Boom. Thank you, Miss Rain Goddess Dash Remix. That's your people's?
Yeah, that's my people's, man. She pretty cool.
Okay, that's what's up. What they say, what the one and only Dr. Love Jones say?
He said, you
You
know
know
me
me all
well.
too well, Buddha.
We
You
are
already know.
we argue so much, man. We argue too much. We don't
But
argue.
it's
It's
good.
disagreement.
It's a healthy debate.
Iron sharpens iron.
I don't even call it disagreements and so forth
Yeah.
anymore, because ultimately, just because you don't agree with someone does not make their view, their standpoint view valid or less invalid.
Exactly.
Simple. So Miss Tatiana,
Yeah.
let's make sure we tell the people before we get into the closing about how they can reach you again, and then I'm gonna pull your information up. Boom.
Yep.
And so go ahead and talk to your viewers that's been watching, the people that will see this on the recap for our audio platform. Get into it. Who you is, girl?
I'm Tati. I just want to let you guys know that I'm truly grateful for those who have supported me from day one, in between, just now. I'm really, really grateful. You can follow me on Instagram on T_Can_Take_It_Down, on Facebook at T Can Take It Down. I do follow back. So I do have other ventures that should be coming up within the next month or so. So please make sure you stay tuned so you can know all of that stuff firsthand. And I am very, very, very grateful for Buddha and Baby for having me this evening.
And so tell them again what T Can Take It Down actually represents, your services.
T Can Take It Down is a hair takedown service located here in Orlando, Florida. I take down braids, false locks, crochets, ponytails. I clean and wash wigs. I'll restore them if you need to. You got holes in them, girl, I'm going to get them together. We're going to make sure you all good. I clean and wash your hair. I get you ready for that appointment, okay? I am the middle man. You get your hair done, you come to me, I get you right for your next appointment.
Mm-hmm. Yo, y'all don't understand. This is epic because I ain't know nothing about that. I had to go get baby girl or get somebody to take my braids out, or I had to pretty much take anything off my calendar when I was you have to plan to take your hair down.
Yep.
So on a weekend it didn't matter.
Shit going on. And if you did take it down, it had you had to get your man and all of them all of them to help you handle that.
Right.
So you get, and then what would be the most ultimate disappointment is that you can't get that appointment you thought you could get. So then us ladies, that's where wigs took off.
Okay, but you ain't got to worry about that because I am here for you. Okay,
You ain't got to worry about nothing.
I'm gonna get.
Tell them.
Listen, I'm gonna get you.
How you really feel?
I'm gonna get you right. Okay. Listen, you don't gotta spend the whole weekend taking down your hair, sis. I got 2-3 hours max, depending on how big they is. I got you. Just come on. Follow the IG page. Book that appointment. I got you. Just I got you.
She gonna wash your existing wigs. Whatever you got out there, she gonna get everything. She gonna get you ready to rock and roll. Okay.
Well,
so
listen, I'm gonna do my last little part. Baby.
Do your part, Buddha.
So, for those who are in radio land is catching this audio versus visual, she is a looker. She's nice looking. I don't know if she's single or not. I'll let her tell you that. But
always with the shits, y'all.
I'm with the shit. But she's, she's thicker than the snicker, but in all the right places. There you go.
Y'all know y'all boy being here for the team.
I'm here for the team. Men are the prize. Thank you.
I
Is
don't
she?
understand why he
Is
be the
she?
way he.
Is she
I don't
single though?
understand why he's the way he is. Somebody come and get your boy.
Is she? Are you single?
I am. I'm very much so.
Tada.
Tell
Okay.
him again for the people in the bike.
I'm single, y'all.
But you gotta come. But you gotta come correct. You gotta come correct now. Now I'm gonna say that.
She ain't
I'm
no
come
little
correct.
girl.
You know what I'm saying?
What's
You gotta
good,
come.
Slippers?
You gotta come packing with a. I don't want to say it with a moochie.
I'm just saying you need to be average.
You gotta have a
slightly above
moochie.
average.
You gotta have a moochie. You know what I'm saying?
No moochie. I don't think you're supposed to have a moochie. Oh Lord, I can't do it. I can't do nothing with my peoples. That's my man, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, y'all. This was our first virtual episode where Buddha and Baby was not sitting next to each other.
No, it ain't. But I got you.
I love you, baby.
I love you too. I'm still there. If you look at the video, I mean, look
Turn
at
your
the.
head to the right.
Hey man, this shit fucking me up. All right.
Fuck them up, friend. Listen. Let me see what the people say before I get out of here. Y'all know I have to make sure we love the people in the bite. That's why I cut them all off. Oh Lord.
Hello.
I love the insight I'm gaining from this podcast. Thanks for the invite. Definitely will be tuning in again. Thank you. I appreciate all of your fans, all of your supporters. Thank you. All of our new people that's going to potentially be Suburbs.
Boom.
Thank you. Thank you. Trust and believe. Real talk, real life, real people. That's what we do.
Stay on the line.
Stay on the line for a moment before you get off, okay, Tati? Okay. All right, very good. Can she stand up? What you mean? Tell her how tall you are. No.
Hello. The Simmons has spoken. Okay.
Listen. You want me to stand up? I can stand up when I get outside that restaurant you're gonna take me at, okay? So
boom.
To answer your question, I'd like to say 5'11", but I'm like 6 feet tall.
Okay. Hello.
Wear heels, and I will wear heels.
Hey, listen. I mean, a lot of my male siblings, they lumberjacks. They like to. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Listen, next week, same time, same energy. The impact of loving yourself. What are the repercussions? What are the rewards of loving yourself? This is brought to you by Sipping and Conversations by way of your boy Buddha.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. We are now having a completely virtual platform until Buddha and Baby are side by side, reunited, and it feels so good.
So if you're in the Atlanta area, just understand, Sipping and Conversations is coming to you.
What do people say?
That's that.
I just wanna chill and vibe. 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 Soon as baby turn up, you know Buddha gon' turn up. Turn up, gon' turn up. Soon as baby turn up, you know Buddha gon' turn up.
Hello. Great job.